Welcome to Artifact Explorations with the Kelsey Museum of Archaeology. Today, we're going to look at some awesome artifacts that are actually magic. These bowls behind me were excavated from the site of Seleucia on the Tigris and date to a more recent time, the 4th to 7th century CE. Writing at this time has developed past cuneiform and into Aramaic, Hebrew, and other scripts. Though writing is much more widespread at this time, people in the lower classes still could not read and write for the most part. However, they did see power in writing. Writing had the ability to settle debts, grant land, and convey laws. So people wanted to harness the power of writing for their own gains. These bowls are an example of writing as magic. These are called incantation bowls, and they were found buried outside people's front doors in Seleucia. They were buried upside down, covering an egg. You can see that the insides of these bowls are covered in script. Some of them even have images drawn on them. The idea behind these bowls was that they were demon traps. We know this because of the writing on them. Some of them actually mention specific demons by name and the people who lived in those homes, who they were protecting them from. How it worked was the bowl was flipped upside down on top of the egg, which was meant to be bait for the demon. Once the demon took the bait, the words would create a net, a magical net, capturing the demon underneath the bowl so the demon couldn't enter your home. So it was essentially a magical demon mousetrap. Let's take a close look at some of these bowls. You can actually see the demon in one of them. If you look closely at the script in some of them, it's not a language at all, just scribbles that were made to look like writing. So we can see that even people who were illiterate were harnessing the power of writing, not necessarily language, to protect themselves. We have several of these incantation bowls in our collection, and we even have one of the eggs, and it has writing on it. Thank you for joining us for today's Artifact Explorations. We hope to see you next time.